Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words, but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Good day, Cheryl Major. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful day?
I am fine, and I'm very excited to talk to you. How are you today?
I'm excellent, actually. I'm
Good,
having fun. Today, I'm having fun. Yes, I'm
good.
having lots of
We
fun.
like that.
Yes, I'm having major fun.
Oh, no play on words there intended, I'm sure.
Pun intended.
Okay, very good. Duly noted.
But Cheryl, tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
Well, I would say it's probably my writing talents, simply because I began writing and wanted to develop an online business, and one thing led to another, and I met Connie Reagan Green, who has become my mentor, and from her I met you. So
Amazing.
it's been kind of a short route.
It's amazing though. I'm really intrigued by, and I say intrigued so many times on these podcasts, but I'm intrigued, truly I am, by the organic connections that has occurred, and it's pretty awesome.
Hmm.
One of the things I said yesterday is there is a filtration in the conversation. Because now we're connecting those people that are horizontal in alignment with our topic or our care or our concern, and that in itself creates a momentum which is pretty amazing thus far.
I know it's pretty exciting, and every once in a while it kind of plateaus and then it takes off again, and then it'll take a dip, and then it takes off again. So, but yeah, it's an amazing thing, very interesting and fun as well.
Yes, it is fun. It has been fun. So who did you learn this skill from, Cheryl?
Writing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I yeah, we could take it from writing, but most definitely how things are connecting in terms of the networking as well.
The networking as well. Who did I learn from? It's funny because a couple of people told me that I should listen to the program, The Film, The Secret.
Right.
And from there, I ended up, kind of branching out and listening to a few other people, and that led me to somebody else. And I was actually on a Pat O'Brien call quite a few years ago. And on Tuesday nights, he used to have an Ask Us Anything, and he would have kind of a panel of people who were way ahead of us beginners. And one of them was Connie Reagan Green. And I immediately connected with her because our backgrounds are oddly similar. We were both teachers. We have both been realtors. We both are huge animal lovers. So there was just so much there that I said, wow, this person, I can relate to her. And one of the things that she asked they were critiquing, the big shots were critiquing each other's sales pages. And one of her concerns was, am I giving enough for the price that I'm asking for this product?
Hmm.
And I was so impressed with that. I had never heard in any online venue anybody be concerned about that. So I was in her camp from then on going forward.
That's amazing. Why will you continue to repeat the skill of really extending into networks to what I think is to refine your end product?
I want to reach as many people as I can. I've had a huge breakthrough, a huge personal success story. I had lived with depression for most of my adult life. And quite by accident, we were trying to get my husband off statins it's over 4 years ago now, and because he was having terrible side effects. So we radically changed how we were eating. And within a few months, we noticed that I was no longer struggling with depression. And that was a huge, huge thing for me. And from that, I've gone on to hold live programs. I write a regular article for an online newspaper locally here where I live. And I also have a cable television show that I'm writing and producing and putting out there for people, trying to spread the word about how people can really change how they feel mentally and physically. They can change their weight, they can change their health by paying attention to what they're eating. You are what you eat is such a truism, and people get so busy and they listen to advertising and they don't take the time that they need to learn how to really vet the information on a package of food. They don't understand the difference between allopathic or traditional medicine and holistic medicine, or naturopathic or natural medicine. So I'm really on a mission to share what happened to me, because I know it can make a tremendous difference in other lives as well.
Well, even with the conversation we're having with networking, I'll tell you, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conversations I've had have all been on health.
Oh, interesting. It's a huge niche. It's just absolutely huge. And I think it's the beginning of a huge wave that's going to crest, because people really have to take responsibility for their health. If they want to push the effects of old age farther toward the end of their lives and be vibrant and healthier for longer periods, we really have to take notice and make some changes.
It is amazing. Share with me one other thing that you've done consistently over the past 3 years, please.
I have continued to learn. I love to learn. And I'm always taking classes and trying to implement. I'm trying to implement what I learn and share what I learn. 2 years ago, I got a certificate in nutrition. So I'm a certified nutrition and wellness consultant. And I had to really stretch myself. That was like going back to college, because I had to submit studies. I had to submit evaluations of people in order to get that. And this year, every 2 years, I have to do 16 continuing education credits. So this year I had to do it again. And I chose to read a book that was called The Disease Delusion. And it's all about how everything is connected. So when pharmaceutical drugs treat one symptom, they're just suppressing the symptom. They're not solving anything, for one thing, but they're also treating one symptom where it could be totally connected, or that symptom may even be caused by another prescription drug that they're taking. So that was a huge education. Dr. Jeffrey Bland was the author, and he is thought to be regarded as being the founder of functional medicine. So that was a huge learning curve for me. And now I'm taking what I learned and I'm breaking that into bite-sized pieces in my writing and my speaking and my television show. And I'm sharing that information with other people, because this was a textbook and not a lot of people are going to sit down and read a textbook. But the information is critical to get out there to help people. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people, and I want to create a vibrant business for myself while I'm doing it.
I love it. I love it. Well done, Cheryl. Well done. Let's switch gears for a bit now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, blue, warm Caribbean water.
I like it.
Cheryl, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory is putting my younger sister in a garment bag in my grandparents' attic in the very early hours of the morning before anybody else was awake, and not being able to get her out. It was one of those long hanging garment bags, and I put her down into it. I wasn't strong enough to get her. And I was in such a panic. I think the memory is clear because I was terrified of getting in trouble, because I'm sure it was something I wasn't supposed to do. I was probably about 5 years old, which would make her 3.
Wow.
But my terror motivated me to get her out of the bag.
It's amazing. It's amazing that you're using the terror that people are experiencing right now to get them out of a bag. There we go. There we go. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
When I was 12, the Beatles arrived in the United States. And I remember sitting on the rug in the living room in front of the television, staring up at the Beatles on Ed Sullivan's show. And I loved the song She Loves You, but mostly I loved the yeah, yeah, yeah part. So that would be, I'd have to say, that's the song when I was 12.
All right. Well, Cheryl, we have arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. Cheryl, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Possibly. I guess I could say yes on that.
Okay. What about screen time? The phone and or the computer. Is it more than 8 hours a day or less than 8 hours a day?
It's probably pretty close to 8 hours a day because I get up very early and start to write. And then I've been a residential realtor full time for 30 years. So a lot of that is online. So that's online. I go to the office. And then when I go home, after I make a very healthy meal and clean it up, I get back on my computer and I write some more. So I do spend quite a bit of time in front of the screen.
All right. Cheryl Major, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would just like them to understand how truly powerful they are and how they can positively affect and change their health, both mentally and physically, by choosing to eat whole, healthy food.
Cheryl, if someone wants to connect with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can go to my website, which is thinstronghealthy.com, and they can also email me at Cheryl with a C, CHERYL, at thinstronghealthy.com.
Wonderful. Cheryl Major, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you, Angel. It's been my pleasure. Appreciate it.
Amazing audience. Before you leave, there's one person I'd like to introduce you to, Amanda Jones. She is my wife, and her passion is to educate, encourage, and empower.
Hi, I'm Amanda Jones, and I'm a registered nurse. Do you or someone you know have diabetes? According to the International Diabetes Federation, in 2015 worldwide, 415 million people were living with diabetes. Just as that figure is overwhelming, so too can the effects of diabetes be. So, to help simplify diabetes for both adult and child, I've used rhymes in my books, The ABCs of Diabetes for Children, and Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes. At its simplest, rhymes help us to remember. If you, a child or friend, want an easy, reader-friendly way to know about diabetes, then get a copy of these books. For more details, you can go to poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.